Today we have with us Matt Angel, who you may recognize from Victorious, Big Time Rush, and My Super Psycho Sweet 16. Hi Matt, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Very good. So tell me, how did you get started in the acting industry?
Actually, my dad is a producer in the business, so I kind of grew up always being on set and just kind of surrounded by the elements of the industry. And when I was 5, I decided that it was what I wanted to do, and my parents kind of told me to hold off until I was a little older. And when I turned 15, we moved to LA, and the rest was history. I got my first agent at about 16 and started auditioning and went from there. So.
It sounds like definitely the perfect decision of your life.
Yeah, exactly. It's been good. It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, and we just saw you recently in the episode of Victorious, and you played Daniel. What was it like playing the love interest of both Kat and Tori?
Showing up on the set of Victorious on that first day, it's always kind of nerve-wracking when you show up as a guest star on a show that's already established, because all of the cast know each other, and they're typically pretty close. And so it's a scary kind of thing, and it had to be one of the most welcoming experiences I've ever had as an actor. Ariana and Victoria especially being the two main people that I had the most interaction with, they're just fantastic. They're the most down-to-earth, sweet people that could ever be, fellow actors in the business. So getting to work with them and do scenes with them for 5 days is just a blast.
That's great, and we love that episode, by the way. Great episode.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I've heard a lot of good things. Seems to be getting good press, so it's good.
Definitely. Can we expect Daniel to come back in a future episode?
I don't know. It's always a possibility, I guess, with these kinds of things. You just never know. You kind of get a call one day and they say you're coming back, and you go from there. And sometimes you don't. Being as I hurt 2 of the main characters, I don't know what the possibilities are, but you never know. I guess if enough fans talk about it and demand it, crazier things have happened.
Right. And people may also recognize you as Wayne from Big Time Rush.
Yes, Wayne. He's a little bit different than Daniel.
Yes, definitely. What's it like playing his character?
Wayne was a blast. I got to show up every day, and I got to kind of help build who he was in terms of what he wore, the jewelry he had, what earrings he put in his ears, the elements of some of the raps, and just all of that. Getting to mess with his voice and all of that. And then I think the most fun about being on Big Time Rush is I knew the guys prior to shooting that episode, and I knew Scott Fellows, the creator and the executive producer. So I got to have a lot of freedom on that set, and it was very comfortable. And I get to play 3 characters in 30 minutes. I get to be Wayne, I get to be Wally Dooley, and I get to be Cowboy from a kids show. So it was a lot of fun. Exactly.
And now tell me, you've worked from comedies to thrillers. What can we expect from My Super Psycho Sweet 16 coming up? Part 2.
Well, My Super Psycho Sweet 16 Part 1 came out last year, and this is the follow-up for Halloween on MTV this year. I can promise for horror fans more violence, a bigger head count in terms of deaths that you get to witness on screen, and just a great cast. We have a lot of new characters that weren't in the last one. This guy kind of makes her way up to a new part of town and meets her half-sister and the family, and it's just a lot of fun. There's a lot of thrills and scares and blood. It's great.
Perfect timing for Halloween.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Good 8 days before.
Absolutely. You were also in The Haunting Hour. Did you enjoy filming that?
I did. That was great. I got to play a greaser from the 60s. So, again, very different from anything I had done before on film, and it was a lot of fun. He's kind of a manipulative character that kind of always has the control in his hands, and getting to play with that and working with Brendan Meyer, who was my lead co-star in that, was just it was a great experience.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And since you work like on comedies, like I said, and thrillers, do you prefer one or the other?
You know, that's a good question. I really enjoy the aspect of comedy. I would love to be, you know, a part of something like a sitcom because I just kind of grew up watching those all the time. Friends, Seinfeld, and stuff like that. So there's something about that just showing up to work every day and getting to do that. It's a lot of fun. But in the thriller world, you get to do, you know, stunts and work with special effects and all that, and not a lot of that comes into playing comedy. So they both have their pros and cons. It's a lot of
right.
So it's a lot of fun. Both of them are great.
Of course. And speaking of like comedies, you're also going to be in the upcoming movie called The Prankster.
Yes, it actually just came out on DVD on September 28th, I believe. So it's been on the shelves for a little while. And that was a great comedy. And I think the best part of doing something like that is I got to work with a cast that, since we shot it 2 years ago, has all kind of just, you know, risen and gone places. We had, you know, Mayada Walsh, who was from Cory in the House. Mm-hmm. She went on to Desperate Housewives and Vampire Diaries, and then we had, you know, Jared DePlace, who's now a lead on MTV's Hard Times of R.J. Berger, and just you know, Mikhail Watkins, who went on to SNL, stuff like that. So just working with all these people that are now kind of growing and getting exposure and being out there, it's just really cool because, you know, I get to call these people my friends and coworkers.
Oh, right. And do you relate to your character Chris at all, or do you like pulling pranks yourself?
You know, he's probably, I can definitely say I can relate to Chris. He's a very kind of average guy who's kind of, you know, he's not above any of it. So he's just, it's funny. It's been a while since I talked about this. He's, you know, I think that's the easiest way to say it, though. He's just an average guy, and that is kind of the most relatable thing. You know, he wakes up every day and he lives his life, whether it's with his family, friends, and school, and focuses on the things that he wants to accomplish in life, and that's definitely something I do every day. So, yeah, I think there's a lot of similarities between Chris and I.
Right, and now we're going to talk about Twitter, which is, your Twitter name is MattAngel23. I'm going to ask you your favorite tweet, but first I'm going to tell you my favorite tweet, which I just read, which was October 9, and it's one of yours. It says, I'm sitting in a shopping cart that my sister is pushing around Costco. I feel 5 again. I absolutely love that tweet.
You know, yeah, that was a blast. That was so recent. Just a few days ago, and I got to go to Costco, and I was dreading going inside, and my mom and sister dragged me in. I sat in the shopping cart. I actually took a video of it, so I should post that because it's entertaining.
Yeah, the fans would love to see that. And October 11, tell us about your dry cleaners experience. What happened there?
Oh, wow, yesterday. I got to go get those pants right now when I'm done with this, actually. Yes, I thought I'd conserve energy and time by taking the pants I had to get hemmed and cleaned at the dry cleaners and wearing them into the dry cleaners so that I didn't have to change.
Right.
But what I didn't realize is that I had to leave the pants there. So basically, the lady behind the counter explained to me that if I was leaving the pants there, I had no pants to wear home. So I just told her that I didn't care if she didn't care, and she didn't care. So I took them off, and I ran to my car as fast as I could.
That's too funny. See, those are the best tweets, though, on Twitter. I mean, if you're not going to be funny like that, why tweet, right?
Yeah, exactly. I'm new to the whole Twitter thing, but I'm fine. My cousin got me into it, so I'm doing my best.
So do you have a favorite tweet yourself that either you've tweeted or you've seen on Twitter so far?
Ooh, that's a good one. I have to say, in terms of something I've tweeted, I think my dry cleaner experience.
The dry cleaner, yes.
Was one of the better things I tweeted, and I linked my Twitter to my Facebook, and on Facebook that thing just got tons of attention.
Okay.
So that's probably I'd have to say it's probably one of my favorite ones because that's kind of me in a nutshell.
Nice. And now we actually have a couple get to know Matt Angel questions. Are you ready for this?
Absolutely.
Okay. The first question is, what is your favorite fast food restaurant?
My favorite fast food restaurant?
Yes.
I'm going to have to go Taco Bell.
Taco Bell? Okay, nice.
It's
And
terrible, and I don't eat it often, but it's good.
it's good, yeah, yeah. And your favorite color?
Favorite color? If black counts, I'd say black, but I like blue a lot if we're going real colors.
Oh, yeah, of course. And how about your most prized possession or something you can't live without?
Something I can't live without. I would say my DVD collection.
DVD collection, huh? And how about, speaking of, your favorite movie?
Oh, that's a hard one. Ooh, wow, this is hard.
Too many to choose from.
I'd say, I'd go with the classic. I'd say, Benny and June, the movie that made me want to do what I do.
Nice. And last question, your celebrity crush?
My celebrity crush. I'm gonna have to go with Rachel McAdams.
Rachel McAdams. Okay, And everybody can make sure to tune into Victorious again and check out Matt Angel.